Hey there, good morning. I'm running a little late today, but you know what they say, it's better late than never. Actually, that's not what they say. They say early is on time is late, and late is fired. I don't really have any excuses other than, man, that 10 minutes sure felt pretty great. But I was shooting yesterday as well, so 10 minutes for an extra 2.5 hours. There's some bikers on the road. When I mean bikers, I mean on a bike, not a motorcycle. My question though is, can they not find a sidewalk somewhere to ride, like a really good sidewalk? And I know in Tulsa we've got the river walk. It goes for miles and miles and no stops. I don't know why they wouldn't just ride that. Well, today I wanted to explain a little bit about my current process of trying to figure out how I can get things done. So I finished that book, Slow Productivity, and it briefly mentioned a little bit about working in cycles, but it didn't elaborate too much. So I got to thinking, and I had an hour-long conversation with AI yesterday on my drives between my shoot. Sometimes I'll turn on the old Chat GPT, I call him Chad. I turn on Chad, and I would just voice chat back and forth, seeing if it can analyze my problems, and on top of it being a really stupid program, and I have to actually elaborate every single thing. Besides that, it's good. We were discussing some different times, and right now, my running time, my rough guess here is, okay, so here's the problem. I plan and work 5 weeks very strong on a project, create a project, and then I rest for 2 weeks, creating a 7-week cycle. This cycle can be repeated throughout the year, giving me somewhere around, I think it was like anywhere from 5 to 7 projects. I think it was like 5.5 or something. And I think the goal with that project, or with that cycle anyway, is it would be the longest duration, or I guess it would be the most average duration amount of time I focus on a creative task, because I usually jump from thing to thing. And is the creative cycle something that I'm jumping between? Maybe, maybe not. If you build anything into habit or routine, it becomes a lot more easy to implement. And that goes for my creative cycle, my process there. Now it can be changed, it's not rigid, but part of routine is keeping it in line so that it can be an asset, not a liability. Well, there's that, and I also wanted to buy some land. I got excited because it seemed reasonable, and I need all the lands. Why can't I just buy all the lands? I don't know what I would do with that much land. Who am I kidding? I don't need that much. I worry that these videos are getting shorter and shorter, but also time is a valuable thing, and I don't want to waste your time. And you don't want to waste your time. So this is not really a podcast. This is really me filming myself in my car. People throw around podcasts like it's everything. Oh, we're going to go shoot a podcast. It's a podcast. It's a podcast. No, it's not. It's me talking in my car. Podcasts are way more intentional than that. Usually they involve another person. I don't know. This could be considered a podcast. I don't know that I would initially call it a podcast. It's funny to joke like it is, though. Okay, thanks for joining the podcast. See you next time.